Do you wish you could follow through on more important actions in your business, especially if you're a network marketer? We just got back from feeding the ducks, which we do every single week, don't we? We do it every single week, and there's definitely some times when I would think, man, you know, the weather, especially here in England, can be pretty terrible, cold, dark, wet, and I think, man, it would be easy if we didn't do that. But I think it comes down to the wording and the kind of commitment that you make to a lot of things that make the difference. So often as a network marketer, there are uncomfortable things, activities, actions, however you want to call them, that we say we want to do. We know they're important, right? Generating leads, making phone calls, setting up sales funnels, all these things that take time, effort, sometimes extra knowledge and aren't easy. Often we do these things for a short period of time and we don't really give them the consistency. And often when I look at a lot of network marketers' businesses that aren't getting the results that they want, I'll say, hey, you know, what is it you're doing on a daily, weekly basis? And we look at the actions and we see that although they kind of know what to do, they haven't really been doing them on a consistent basis because of that uncomfort. No one wants to get rejected, no one wants to fail, right? So what I would give you a bit of advice, if that's you, if you wish you could follow through better, is start to change maybe the language that you use. Instead of setting, say, goals, which often people fail on or push back or extend, instead of making a commitment even, why don't you start to make a promise? Because no one wants to be someone that gives their word and breaks a promise, right? So why don't you start to write down the things that are important to you in your business that's going to impact your life and start to make promises with that. I promise I'm going to take action XYZ every day for 30 minutes. I promise I'm going to make 20 phone calls. I promise I'm going to create a sales funnel. Give them some dates if you want to make it even more powerful. And I think you'll just find, if you're anything like me, someone who is a loyal person who doesn't want to give their word and go back on that if you start to use the word promise as opposed to goals, you'll find that you'll stick to things a lot more because you really don't want to be the kind of person that makes these promises and then breaks the word. Just give it a try. Worst thing that can happen is you spend maybe 10-20 minutes doing this and it doesn't work for you, you're no worse off. But what the best case scenario is, you make these promises, change the way you feel about these actions and start to do what it's going to actually take to create results as a network marketer. So we're going to continue. I'm not driving, by the way. Over here in the UK, it's right-hand drive, so my wife's driving. So for my American friends, don't worry about that. But I just wanted to share this tip with you. Hopefully it finds you well and hopefully you find it useful. As always, go create a day in the life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses, and I'll catch you on the next one. And the webinar, if you make it, by the way. I'll leave the link to that, which is free, beneath this video. It may be something that you find useful too. Bye for now. Have a fantastic day.